Alright, so got my Wraith gearbox here on the table, kind of in bits, well, almost in bits. It's been a while since I last run it. Last time I took it out I think may have been October, and on that last run I stripped all my gearbox, and ever since then it's just been sat there looking like this, and I'm dying to play out with it and get it ready to take back out. So pulled the gearbox apart, found my culprit gear, got onto Martin at RC Bits and ordered new transmission gear for the Axial Wraith. Now it's just stock gearing that I will be putting back in this. It's just my trail rig, and it's this centre gear here which has gone. I don't know if you can see that, but the teeth are all chewed. Yeah, let me put it down here. You can see the teeth are all chewed around the edge there. So basically I was getting no drive from it. It was just moving a bit and then spinning on the bit where it's gone. So, closer inspection inside the gearbox. This gear is actually fine, but I get a new one in that pack anyway. I am only after this gear, but we may as well swap both out, and if need be I have a backup spare. So we'll pop both the new ones of them in. So I'll go and get some nice warm soapy water now, and the old grease and stuff that's in the box, and all the other bits of crap around the gears and the bearings. We'll just give all that lot a clean up before we put it back together, and then we can repack it with grease. Got some marine grease there, so we'll pack it up with that stuff, and I know it's nice and waterproof again. And then it should be ready for going out for a little play. Woohoo! Also, last night tried fitting these pain in the ass rock beast, these Pitbull rock beast tyres. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion it's these crappy RC 4-wheel drive wheels. That's what you're expecting it. So I need to buy some new bead locks just to fit my rock beast. But for now, I'm gonna pop these flat irons on there. They seem to have gone on no issues. Strange. Just a little bit heavier up in the corners, and as you've seen me other Wraith rock roller, when I buy some new bead locks I may as well just throw them onto there, unless I can get them seated on these rims beforehand. But we'll go through that in another video and discuss how much of a pain in the arse they have become. Got a little warm tub of soapy water, a little old scouler sponge. I can't find my old toothbrush, it might be with my paint stuff somewhere. So I'll have to get one of them out and just put it in my toolbox, because toothbrushes are really handy when it comes to cleaning. But I'll make do with this for now, because all I'm going to do is just quickly wash all the grease out of here, and then we've just to dismantle this so we can put the new gear on there. And then we'll give inside there a clean, where the gears will also be going. Dry that out, give that a re-grease before. Inside there we'll give it a clean out, dry it out, put all the gears back in, and then we can re-grease all that and pop that back together. And on the front where the spur is, we're just going to clean up all the old excess grease, and then when we put that back on with all fresh grease in, it should all be nicely ready to roll. So first things first, quick clean up of some parts. Any excess moisture that's left, I'll just blast the air dryer on those in a minute and get them completely dry. So let me just mark this area. Gonna need to take the bearing out of there. It's a bit jammed in there, so pop that on there. Just give the edges a little knock. spin it around. Just knock on the edge. There we go. Come out a bit quicker than expected. So I'll just give that bearing a quick clean up. Right, so this wasn't it. Just so we can lock tight the nuts back in, then we know they're not going anywhere. End of the day, when you got metal in metal, it's best to lock tight. In plastic, you're not so bad because it bites. So there's the one that we're replacing also. As you can see, the teeth are actually fine on this. There isn't an issue, but obviously at some point in the past it's had to bite to strip that, so it could have weakened any of these teeth, could have done damage that you can't see. So it's pointless putting it in because I could go out on the first run and then these teeth end up stripping. So it's easier just to replace both. So the exact same way it's come off, just going to pop that in there. There we go. And then line this up from the back. So I'll just give this a quick wipe down. And I'm just going to put the blobs a lot tight from the back of this rather than on the actual screws. I want to pop that back in there. So there we go, that's back together. So all we're going to do now with this, I'm just going to pop that back in there. That'll seat within the bearing in there. Now all we want are the two bearings we've took out, one in one side, one in the other, and I'm just going to put a little blob of oil on there. All we're doing with this one is seating that one back in there like so. And then those will just sit in there up against the metal gear that's already in here coming from the spur. So I'm just going to get the air dryer, give them a quick blast just to get any excess moisture off there, and then we can pack that up with grease. Now we can proceed. Now we want some grease. Don't be shy with this stuff. You don't want too much in there that you're going to end up locking everything, but you want a good amount on there. What I'm going to do is just run some around the edges on the inside of there. Basically just creating a coat around the whole thing. And the excess will just leave up against that gear there. All I want to do is just pop these back together. I'm going to pop the screws back in. Nice and tight. Not too tight where you end up stripping it and it just starts spinning around and around and around. Now that the gearbox is pretty much back together, apart from the spare cover and some grease. So that's the gearbox back together and all fine for now. So all we need to do now is pop the drive shafts back on, little grub screws into the drive shaft, a little bit of Loctite on those, and pop it back in the gearbox. So I'm just going to clean these up and then we can install this. Bit of Loctite on these as we install them onto there. So a little bit of Loctite. Same again for the other side. Little squirt of oil in back of there. Now when you're putting your gearbox back in, don't forget to connect your prop shafts, drive shafts back together, or you may find your car won't work. I've done it before in the past. Believe me, it's not funny. It is now. Just line them up over them holes. That's connect the motor back up to the ESC. That's connected. I just want to quickly pop my shocks back together because I disconnected them just to make it a little bit easier access for myself. So that's that done, put back together. Now we need to know, does it work? So I'll just quickly grab the LiPo, pop that in there. She drives again! It's alive! So it's running. I didn't need to really test it, I just wanted to see if it works. It does sound a little bit grindy coming from in the box, but I'm not worried about it. It's running. But I reseated the motor and everything before I quickly put that in. So that's all spot on. That's not causing the grinding. I don't know whether it's just the new gears and all the grease and it's just got a bed in or something. But it didn't sound how it did before it was running. I'm sure it didn't sound that grindy. But it's running for now. So all I can do is take it out on a bit of a run. Maybe make a trail video with it or take it on the trail with me at the weekend. And I'll take a backup car with me just in case it decides to go kaput on me again. But no bother, it's up and running for now. So that's all. Just wanted to replace that gearbox. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. So if you want to see more crawler bits, more RC trucking and all that, then hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Want to leave me a comment, feel free to drop one of them down below. So yeah, that's it. So for now, just take care and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.